Biblical examples of faith overcoming fear. One of the most inspiring examples of faith overcoming fear is the story of David and Goliath. Goliath, a giant Philistine warrior, terrorized the Israelite army. The soldiers were paralyzed by fear, convinced that no one could defeat such a powerful enemy. But David, a young shepherd, stepped forward with unwavering faith in God. He said to Goliath, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty." 1 Samuel 17, verse 45. David's faith wasn't in his own abilities, but in the power of God. He trusted that God would deliver him, and with that faith, he defeated the giant. This story teaches us that when we trust God, no obstacle is too great. Faith can slay even the biggest giants in our lives. Another powerful story is that of Peter walking on water. In Matthew 14, verses 22 to 33, the disciples were in a boat, battling a storm, when they saw Jesus walking on the water toward them. Peter, in a moment of bold faith, asked Jesus if he could join him on the water. Jesus said, "Come," and for a brief moment, Peter walked on water. But when Peter took his eyes off Jesus and focused on the wind and the waves, fear crept in, and he began to sink. This story illustrates a crucial point. Faith keeps us afloat, but fear causes us to sink. When we focus on the storm, the challenges, uncertainties, and difficulties in our lives, fear can overwhelm us. But when we keep our eyes on Jesus, trusting him through the storm, we can do the impossible. Peter's story reminds us that faith isn't about the absence of fear, but about choosing to focus on God's power rather than the size of the storm.